All right, so, well, greetings YouTube neighbors. Today we're going to demonstrate a little bit of chainsaw sharpening. So one thing I want to show you real quick is if your chainsaw is putting out dust like this, that's how you know when it's not sharp. You should actually be getting major flakes when you use the chainsaw. So I'm just going to do a quick demonstration. This is a big cottonwood, it's probably 28 inches wide. I actually cut all the way through the other side a couple weeks ago, and now I'm just finishing the cut on this side so I can use the tractor grapple to pull this stuff away. So this is a way powerful machine for a 24-inch blade, and I have barely any to cut, and I just wanted to show when you don't have a sharp saw how difficult it can be. So you can see a lot of that, you know, just from my jeans and what it's pumping out. It's just pumping out very tiny particles, which means the chainsaw is not sharp. So next we're going to show how to sharpen a chainsaw. All right, so this is the stihl chain sharpener. It's actually the one I recommend most. It's way simpler to use than trying to do the hand file. This kind of gives you the guides. So if you want to come a little closer, one little trick I recommend you do, because it's hard to tell where you stop and where you end. So if you notice on here, I painted one link, just used yellow spray paint. Spray painted it as best I could. It doesn't have to be perfect, but now this gives me a quick mark where to always start and where to end. So it's just a little bit of a pro tip. On each individual chain, you can actually, I'm gonna try to focus here. Having trouble focusing on it. All right, you can see the little mark on that link. That is the laser guided mark to let you know what angle this thing was designed to be at. So in that way, when you have the chain, or you've got the sharpener on the saw, you can actually tell precisely where that is supposed to be. So, still struggling to focus on that specific link. There we go. So when I place it on here, it's actually showing you where that bar is supposed to be. And then once you get it on there, grab the phone back. Once you get it on there, basically it's just a process of doing a quick grind motion. Now, the files in this aren't static. They're able to move. And so you only want to grind one way. Kind of same thing with the knife. And, this chain is very not sharp. I actually used it to saw into a stump that I'm going to burn. And so it's going to need some work and pressure. But anyway, you just go down the file and you get each tooth. And so obviously I can only do one direction on this side, and then I'll flip the chainsaw around and then do the other side, the teeth on that side. You can't do both directions from one side of the saw. You have to flip the saw around. So next time I see you, we are going to show you what a sharp chain actually looks like. One quick thing to note that I forgot about was if you notice, the file has this angle to it. So if I hold it flat, both the file ends have this angle. That is to help you figure out exactly how this thing is butted up to the saw. And that way when you pull it through, it actually feels like a very firm grind. And you can really feel you kind of taking a piece of it off. So the key to getting it sharp, and this is the tooth I've really worked on hard so far, you see right after the yellow link, it's cat claw sharp is what I've heard said. So it actually is sharp enough, it's actually poking my thumb and my thumb's getting stuck on it when I run across it. Where the ones that I haven't done, there's, no fear of just running my finger across the blade. It's not that sharp. I wouldn't do it against this one. It actually would cut me. So that's kind of how you know the difference on that. So now we're back at it. So it took me about 5 minutes to saw, or to actually sharpen both sides of each individual link. And so now it's ready to go. All right, and so now you can see the flakes. We got some big strips in here and chunks. A little bit of dust came out the end, which is pretty normal when I hit the bark. It's going to come out like dust. But you can see we get these nice flakes in here. That means that chain is grabbing the way it's supposed to and giving me big chunks. And that's kind of when you know the chain is really sharp, and here you can see it really good. Bunch of just big old chunks coming out with each individual pass of the tooth. So if you have any questions about that, I wasn't a great chain sharpener before. That device, that stihl chainsaw sharpener, really helped me out. I used to always go to a shop and have a machine sharpen it, and now I actually find my sharpening does better than the machine does. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Thank you.